the process of man's evolution. An unconscious need for fame and power can also drive individuals to profess in the existence of God for their own self-aggrandizement. God's kingdom on earth runs the risk of being hijacked by the very same people who would profess bringing it about. See, people are complicated. Individuals are filled with unconscious needs. Personal demons or shadows is what we call them as a collective. Learning to handle our own predatory snakes dwelling within our hearts is one thing. Learning to contend with the snakes dwelling inside of the hearts of other men is another set of circumstances. Recognizing that individuals who profess that God doesn't exist is a snake which must be commanded to do our bidding, in which case it's to provide a tincture it's to provide a tincture from their poisonous venom to serve as antidote to what otherwise would surely kill us. What exactly goes on when individuals say God doesn't exist from a personal point of view? What story do individuals have to make such a claim? Or are they just repeating what others have said? Through extension, what goes on when a bulk of the population says that God doesn't exist on a collective level? What stories do they have of God's inexistence? Or are they promulgating an agenda? Do they have plans in mind, particularly the manifestation of chaotic destructive energy, the kind of force which is responsible for instability within cultures that stems from attempting to upend reality? When these opportunities arise, they are opportunities for the medical technicians to apply the art of their practice, the healing art of their practice, to the greater population or the greater part of the whole of the individual, proclaiming such things. Where the rubber meets the road is, can the societal doctor principle out the transfigurative process of alchemy? We are all qualified, even if only in lay sense, to speak of matters of soul because we all possess one. Those of us that are human, at least. What we most fundamentally need are indications by in which we establish the interconnection between self, me, I, and consciousness. If we are paying tribute to attention by effort on our behalf in our own lives, and if we find ourselves immersed in this process, the indications of how to do so will be reflective in our actions. In fact, in our being. They will be attractive because of the glimmer of the shine of our flow, and yes, even our glow. That same glow and that same flow from which all other things within time, space, reality exist. Our being fills the void of empty space, which is otherwise barren, cold, empty, dangerously isolated, alone. Part of what it means to be alive is to carry with us the embers of life,